episode of Coffee in a Boardroom with CEPTES. I am your host Shiny, and we have with us our very own mentor and our CEO, Mr. Priya Ranjan Panigrahy. Hello Priya, welcome to the show. Welcome to Coffee in a Boardroom at CEPTES.
Hello Sari, nice to see you again.
Thank you. So Priya, there is a strong buzz in this Salesforce community, and everyone is asking this that since Salesforce has already announced that CPQ is going to end of sales phase. So I want to ask you that those who have already invested time, budget, and resources into CPQ, should they panic or what should they do?
It's a good question actually. Fortunately and coincidentally, today we had that discussion with one of our large enterprise customers. Now, it's a surprising for them because they've invested a lot, and as a CPQ, which is backbone of their sales system, they've invested a lot of money, a lot of people which are working, right? Now, end of sales meaning there will be no future of that particular product. Of course, that product has a managed package which comes with a certain advantage and disadvantage, right? But it was a popular product. That's what the Salesforce acquired, the steel break, and that become part of the CPQ as part of the Salesforce family. Now, there is a strong reason why what's the new plan to compensate that, right? But customers should be panic, may or may not. If they are planning to do a lot of customization enhancement on that, I would say let's not put more investment into that. But you have a CPQ which is running the way you have done, business is happy, small enhancement is coming. Of course, your consultant, your partner can do, and you can continue with that one, especially for a couple of more years. But if you're an old customer of CPQ and acquired a lot of new companies where sales practices are different, that is the one of the area that you should look for. Should I invest in the same CPQ where the end of sale is done, slowly end of life cycle also will come, or I should look for the new product called Advanced Revenue Cloud. That is where the customer need to think twice. They need to deal with that one, and they need to figure out a way that how we are going to do this. But yes, there is a panic. Certain customers, they are not worried about that. Certain customers are worried about because they are still investing on the lot of people, because these are the backbone of everything. New products, new SKUs comes to the company every now and then. Managing every kind of these rules, this very complex, right? It takes a lot of time. And the more complex you do today or tomorrow, you need to upgrade. Whether it's a 2 year down the line, let's say process builder to flow, classic to lightning. There are still customers are running in classic, but they are not getting the return of the investment until unless they don't migrate to the lightning, right? So this is the way that kind of it comes under that category. But this is not a IT category where process builder to flow, your classic to lightning. This is a business category. What kind of flexibility? The reason CPQ came to the world because the standard Sales Cloud does not provide those advanced configuration of a code generation, right? That's where the CPQ try to play the role over there, and they were playing fantastically well today. But the need of a lead to cash cycle, the need is something different today, where the CPQ is also lacking. So Salesforce must have thought, should I reinvest to a managed package to build a lot of things over there and making it much more complex, and manage is going to be different, or I should build it on my own cloud itself. So they choose to let's make it own cloud, so it is easy and we can manage and maintain and give that trust. So that's where they created into Advanced.
Yeah. So now there is a lot of skepticism about this new Revenue Cloud Advanced. So people are asking that, is this a rebrand, or is it actually a smarter one, or like it is just another CPQ 2.0? So what's your thought about that?
No, I would say it is a father of the old CPQ, I would say, and I'll give you the reason also. It's not a rebrand, but for a sales point of view, they can think of, but this is a very subset of what Advanced Revenue Cloud it does. And I'll give you a little history also. This SBQQ, steel break CPQ, what over there, right? That is a managed package. this comes with a certain pros and cons.
Right.
Now this Revenue Cloud is a core product like Sales Cloud and Service Cloud.
Right.
That means it gives a lot of a benefit to the customers, consultants, as well as of course the developers to do anything on top of that, and they can well suited and integrated with the core products. Let's say other than that, Marketing Cloud is not a core product. The integration is always a challenge, right? But here CPQ was a part of the core data model and the structure, but still it was not that much integrated. I would not say it's a CPQ 2.0. It's like CPQ advanced CPQ. The reason of advanced over here, because if you look at the Revenue Cloud was another product which exists parallelly with the CPQ, because the CPQ only talks about your lead to quote, or not actually read, typically the quote process end to end, right? Or quote to order, you can say that, right? But from quote till the cash, that was the vision of a Revenue Cloud.
Right.
But this Revenue Cloud advanced a combining of many things. Not only your product catalog, what we call sometimes EPC, Enterprise Price Catalog or Product Catalog, right? That cataloging was kind of not there the way it was. Then there is a bigger part is coming into the CLM, Contract Lifecycle Management. Today there are many app exchange apps. Customer has to spend there, integrate there into do that one. But CLM is a completely rebranded, recreated, right, by Salesforce, and I have seen the demo, and it's a fantastic product, right? CLM. Once sales complete, now the assetization is started, right? For subscription product, things like that. But managing these assets, the life cycle called ALM, Asset Lifecycle Management, that is also part of the now advanced Revenue Cloud, right? What we call RCA or ARC, whatever. Now on top of that, the core to every business is a revenue. The Revenue Lifecycle Management RLM is also part of that. Along with the Revenue Cloud's core module, which is the billing part, where you can create the ledgers, the entries and all that one, and pretty much you can connect it to your ERP or accounting and financial system, which was anyway there is the part of the Revenue Cloud. But the CLM, RLM, ALM, along with the enterprise pricing code, and then advanced approval, sending signature, creating quote template, and then the bunch of CPQ features like your pricing rules or discounting rules, the way and the UI. The experience is completely different, because the day the Steelbrick CPQ was there, it has been evolved from classic to lightning, then little bit. But right now the way the user interface is coming to the advanced CPQ is business is going to love to do that one. There's a wizard based of selling, looking for something, adding certain bundles, creating that one. Fantastic. I think they can see a demo available everywhere, and anyway we are also showing demo to the customer. That's good, and we get a good reaction actually. Okay. Yes, depend on that how much time and all that it will take. That is the kind of the biggest ambiguity is that right now with the customer, how much time it will take, should we do it or not. Again to start another bigger project, because CPQ is the core part, right? Yeah. Again converting to that, migrating to that is a bigger problem which they are debating and discussing about.
Actually, my next question is about that only, because we have usually seen a lot of hesitation around, starting something new and complete re-implementation that we say. So RCA, does it mean that that companies who have already invested, they have to scrap everything and they have to start afresh, or there can be another way to do that?
Good question. Now, of course, as we speak, as we getting some comments or feedback from the customer, we as a summit partner of Salesforce, we are working out some migrator tool, right? Where how ease or intelligently that we can make your life easy. Is it 100%? It's just something like you can plug and play and all that, and next 5 days you will see RCA setup? Cannot be. It would be, but the problem is the CPQ was never going to be as is. Lot of implementation and customization would created on top of that. I'm not talking about the rules, pricing rule, discount rule, product rules, all that, templates. These are easy to migrate. But on top of that, a lot of custom field, lot of custom reports, which is integrated with other things. That part is still some sort of migration required. But if a CPQ and RCA of a complex migration for a company, if it takes 1 year, what we are trying to do, creating a migration tool which takes care of your data, metadata, rules, templates, approvals in the similar fashion, in a next, the way that Salesforce says, you see the migration assistants are there, like click, next, and you will get a sometimes 60% to 90% of the migration can automatically seamless. And then you get a summary what you were, what it was right now after this, and every step it will take your input, the guy who knows that one, and you give a choice of what rule you want. There are so many inactive rules, obsolete rules. Is it really making sense to lift and shift to them also? May not be. So as you are migrating it, your idea is not to lift and shift and making the same technical debt also into a new product like Advanced RCA, right? Who is going to clean them? That is another project. So we are trying to give a decision over here, either full migration, lift and shift migration, or pick and choose and can move it at this one.
Right.
That's where that we are coming up a tool and
that solution.
So
my actually next question is about that this there is a hint that we can do there is a faster way to do that.
Correct.
Right. So and if it is about the converter, then I want you to just describe a little that already you have discussed, but what changes exactly companies can see, businesses can see after they implement that converter or they get that solution from us?
I've got 2-3 things as you talk about business, right? One is the time to implement or time to go to the market.
Faster.
Right? Faster implementation or faster migration. Number one. That means it is going to reduce your 70 to 80% of time with the tool.
Okay.
Now when I say time, implicitly I am talking about a number of people multiply with their hours and their cost that you pay today to any vendor or partner that you have to calculate. Time means it directly proportional to the cost we are talking. Other than that, every individual architect or vendor or consultant comes with their own way of solving certain problem. Which is great. Sometimes it's great, sometimes not. But customers are confused. What is the best practice? Am I getting right thing or I need to create another project on this one? Can it be done or not done properly? So the tool is it has been tried out before. Best practices are implemented. It is keep evolving with the metadata schemas and all that one. Especially, it is ensuring that we are using a best practices aligned with that, with the other industries that we tried it out, so that risk is less. Okay. Future risk is less. Time is first, saving the money, and the tool is part of the Salesforce tool. It is not an outside tool where it is going to take out your code records, this record, that records, and there is a problem of again running that one. It will sitting over there. And then it is trying to do the same org, you can do that one. So this is what I am going to say. One is risk free or reduce the risk. Second one is faster implementation and hence saving a lot of cost over here. And of course it's the best practices so that your future support, maintenance and tech debt are also been taken care of.
Yeah. Okay. So my next question is, if RCA is the future, then how soon should teams start planning their shift? As we are discussing that it is already that has come, that it is not even the future, which is already there. So how fast teams should start planning and what should be their next move?
If we're talking on a customer point of view, right? A customer side of it, right? The first and foremost, RCA is a costly product as compared to CPQ product. Now business should understand that someday I have to go to RCA or I have to live with this CPQ or I have to look for another alternative CPQ product available in a Messenger marketplace.
Right.
If the plan is to getting your CLM, ALM, if you have not already invested or invested to multiple vendor, it's a perfect time you consolidate that for your CLM, ALM, RLM. Certain integrations in this part, you can take a call. When your next budgeting happened, who is going to tell to the business how? we sometimes advise and created our sheet. As you must have seen that we are talking about a sheet which can tell you that okay, what is the need fitment sheet, right? Business versus cost to this one. We can help you out to work it out with you. This can be showed to business why and why not. So then, what is the future total cost of ownership saving of what we do? If that makes sense, a business sense, and for a future sense, if you are invested so much in Salesforce and you wanted to see a single point of reference or single point of record, the system of record that you wanted to use as a Salesforce, you need to prepare not only psychologically but also in a fact basis business value, then discuss with business. If not, use your existing vendor if they have. Look for some vendor who has expertise into this one. By taking these tools I was talking about, you can at least save the license cost. Of course, you cannot save it, and you need to discuss with Salesforce to figure this out. And but you can discuss with that one. But before it's too late to discuss your AE, Salesforce AE with the license part. Before it's too much like a kind of okay, now the end of support will come. Now end of sale is declared. The day it is end of support is going to come.
Who knows that? Yeah.
You better to strike a good deal with the Salesforce today and to get it done. Right? You go with a page-wise page. First you only cover CPQ to CPQ features. Right? Then though RCA comes with many more add-ons or modules, you figure it out what modules is required today, one-to-one mapping with that you can get it. Then you can add LM, CLM, RLM, whatever I'm talking about, you can add that later on. That is where you need to prepare a plan, create a business case for that, then talk to Salesforce, then figure it out. Then in an early stage, the only request or the way that we are working to other one, people are always taking, enterprises are always taking decision and then they involve their consulting partner. Right? Whichever your consulting partner, look for a tool to save your time and cost. Or build a tool if you have enough bandwidth and the team are sitting, you can get it done. Involve your consulting partner into that because they are the ultimate going to make it execution. You are not executing, you are taking decision.
Right.
When a consulting partner, if it is aligned, they also need to share or they also need to take the accountability to close this project. Because it's not about people, kind of a people deployment today.
Right.
If you look at that, the world is going towards an outcome driven.
Right.
Output driven or outcome driven assignments or project, right? That is where you need to take your consulting partner with the very early stage so that they should be part of your journey and they are going to give it to that one. And that's what we are doing with the other enterprises. So that feel free to also reach out if you wanted to get any input on that.
Of course. So, and we are also the proud sponsor of Dreamforce 2025. So, what is your message to our the people who will be visiting our booth? So about this solution or whatever what is your thought about that?
No, the solution is getting a little traction right now. I would encourage the viewers or whoever coming, or if you are sending your employees to go through what, please visit our booth. We are yet to get the booth number. We will be sending it out and watch out the space for that one. And you please experience it. We will be trying to showcase the demo over there. If the time is not possible, probably a small video that we are going to do that. And what we are doing, we are trying to run certain campaign that our West 510 enterprise customers, they can get free of the tool to answer and try it out, those who are looking for that one. But yes, we are very excited. This is something unique. We are working along with that Salesforce customers knowing this one, and we have done a lot of research, whether it's required, not required, when required, what required. So we are preparing for the future. And that one part is that how AI or Agentforce can take a accelerate this entire migration process also, right? Instead of doing that. That also something which I'm keeping it for surprise element for the Dreamforce to reveal.
Okay. So we have almost reached to our end of the discussion. So I will close it with a rapid fire. So the rapid fire is I want to shoot some questions to you. You need to say it is fact or fiction.
Okay.
So first, RCA is CPQ 2.0.
Fiction.
Everyone needs a migration right now.
Fiction.
And RCA requires a complete rebuild.
RCA required complete rebuild. Fiction.
Fiction. Okay. Thank you so much, Priya. We have at the end of the discussion, and thank you so much for this wonderful conversation and sharing your perspective with us. And we hope this helps our listeners, our viewers to navigate your CPQ and RCA journey with a bit more clarity. Okay.
Thank you, listeners. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Shari. It was lovely interacting with you. Thank you very much.
And to the listeners, thank you for tuning into Coffee in a Boardroom with CEPTES. If you are vibing with this insightful technical conversation, don't forget to subscribe. And this is your host, Shiny, signing off. I'll catch you in the next episode.